What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next war recap video. And if you've been watching, you know I was away for an event. And while I was, the guys at OneHive had an epic war against Marklor II. We have faced them before. Uh, it was not as close, but it was a good war. They obviously, being a French clan, had a lot going on. You see that the guys at OneHive did a really good job cleaning everything up. All Town Hall 10s 2-starred, all Town Hall 9s 3-starred. They got all of our Town Hall 10s 2-starred, just struggled with some of our 9s. But a good try over at Marklor. You guys keep your heads up. And again, hope you guys get through everything you're going through and dealing with. But to the attacks, let's get right up to the top. There's one thing I want to show from this war, and it's such a valuable thing. If we've talked about it before, but if you have Town Hall 9s that go up and hit Town Hall 10s for the 2-star, you get valuable extra Town Hall 10 attacks, whether it be for a 3-star or if you need them for a cleanup, whatever. So right here, Oace, as I believe how I've been told to say this, Oace, is taking them out just the bottom part here, just with minions, free percentage points. Any building you get that is free like that, you've got to take it, regardless of where it is, because everything's about percentage. You're going for a Town Hall dive, and on these anti-3-star bases like this, with the Town Hall offset a little bit, it makes it doable for a Town Hall 9 if done correctly. So right there, a nice wide funnel created, Golem going in first, and then the Wizards and the Queen backing it up, dropping those rages down. Keep that Queen raged. Her whole job is to get in there. Actually, she goes for a walk, unfortunately, but the Wizards are able to, excuse me, get locked on here. She comes back, and a few Wizards come in with her, and her going for that Town Hall right here, they get pretty easy. Almost got it kind of crazy there. She went out the outside, but the next closest thing was that Town Hall. So she comes in, gets it taken care of. Now it's just about getting that extra 20 percentage points. And you got to have creative ways to do it. Like right here, dropping some hogs in with a heal. It's going to take out a few defenses, which is also going to free up a few more outside buildings that are easy to take out. Giant or Golem, dropping it down with Wizards behind it. That's a good way to do it. Just whatever you got to do to get those percentage points is what you just come up with a game plan, and don't just think, okay, I'll get it somehow. You got to have a plan for taking out specific buildings. I'm going to use this to take out this little section, and so on around the base. You see right here, he's at 48, about to be 49%, but when these all go down here, he needs one more percentage point. That Lava Hound is out, so it's distracting his Wizard. So wisely goes away from that area, drops his King down, which he has not used yet, just as a tank distraction, and then basically spams everything he's got left. All he needs is that one building. He knows that spell factory out there, not going to be any trouble to get. Also has the jump for the king if he wants to go in and get more. So that is pretty much that. We will fast forward. Excellent attack. And again, not super. These are never going to be high percentage ones, but if it frees up a Town Hall 10 to go for a 3-star and you get an extra star, percentages don't matter, So keep that in mind. Just look for those in your wars, especially tough wars, where you can get that extra attack out of it. So good job there again. All right, let's look at an actual Town Hall 10 attack, and our boy Tim getting a very high percentage 2-star attack, which is what you want out of your Town Hall 10s these days. Not just the 2-star, but to get up there in percentage like Tim does here is what you'd like to see. Excuse me, guys. Dropping those quakes down, open up a really big area so you can get to both Inferno Towers, he can get to the Queen, he can get to the Town Hall, all of that. All you got to do is open up one little section there, boom, those purple walls, no problem. One wall breaker hitting is going to be plenty to get it opened up. Also put some on those max walls over there. Golems out front, mass golems, that's the name of the game right now. Keeping those golems out front, letting your heroes and wizards just clean up around the outside. That's going to get you the most percentage points. Right there, the CC troops coming out, having a poison for them, obviously, keeping them raged, and then having those free spells for those Inferno Towers. Just a great recipe for success and to get, again, not just a 2-star, but a high percentage. You'll see right here he's at 30%. The Town Hall is about to go down. Queen is completely protected by these 2 golems over here, and it's great that she's actually going away from that Town Hall because that's taken care of, and the King's going to get in there and actually get that next Inferno Tower as well. But the Queen's just being tanked for, and she's just wading through this base, taking out building after building, defense after defense. And then he's got, look at this right side here, he's got a Golem, a P.E.K.K.A, and a bunch of Wizards with some wall breakers to take out this section. That's how confident he was in getting in there and getting that Town Hall that he didn't even send his whole wad. This is a pretty big chunk of real estate over here that he's trying to take out with quite a bit of troop space. He wanted to get that extra percentage points, and that's the way you got to start thinking about it. It's not just, let me spam everything I've got at the Town Hall and hope it all works out and not worry about it anymore, because as you saw in our last arranged war, it can bite you. Small percentage differences can mean the difference in the war. So right here, getting up around 80%. 81, maybe 80. What's he going to get? 82, 83%. I don't know. But a very, very nice attack by Tim. And again, that's exactly what you want to see out of your Town Hall 10s these days. So keep it up, buddy. All right, that's that. Yeah, 84%. Very nice. All right, let's look at some Town Hall 9 action with our boys Sam taking on number 7 and doing it with a big old heavy queen walk. I did not check, but I can only assume this is a cleanup attack. He brings 5 healers here on this queen and drops that wizard up there on that army camp just to make sure she goes the direction he wants. She's going to step up and start taking out these point defense. You might be thinking, why is he bringing 5 healers or 5 healers here? Well, the answer is because there's a Tesla farm that the queen's about to engage. Not only that, he wants her to take care of all the CC troops and everything else. So you see the king over here set up to take out the enemy queen. Not only is he going to take the queen out, but he's also going to lure the CC. So right here, she's going to start encountering these Teslas. As soon as that storage goes down, she steps up, more going to pop. The queen goes down, sends a few hogs in here just to take out some defenses and also make sure that CC is completely emptied out. Right there, more Teslas popping, so she's taking quite a bit of damage here, 3-point defense on her. But once that Tesla goes down, she's pretty much safe. Goes ahead and drops the Rage. That's good because she's going to get some of this point defense cleared out of the way before the CC troops get there, which is what he wants to do. He wants to make sure that he's not going to have any trouble. He has the queen's ability still, so that's always good. Once that point defense goes down, I think it doesn't help the archers get her attention first. But right here, he's going to use that ability, start taking out that dragon just as quickly as he possibly can. It goes down. The cannon goes down. Now he's safe. She's got to get that balloon taken care of, and then she can move forward and start working on that air defense and X-bow. But the damage is done here. You see he's got tons of loons left. Only that one air defense left. You see he's got the rest of it taken care of. Here comes the one lava hound. That's going to do a little bit of taking, just distracting. Make sure that everything, those balloons are going in pretty much untouched. You know, the queen's still doing her thing, but basically a mass balloon attack. That lava hound is just a bit of a tank. There's no air defenses left, so that's going to allow him to really wreck this base. We're going to fast forward because these balloons are so slow. Queen's going down around the bottom there. Really didn't have any spells for his balloons. Just spammed them in, or didn't spam them, but targeted them in there. They all grouped up. But again, that lava hound out front, doing a lot of tanking, soaking up a few traps, and that is the 3-star. Excellent job to our boy Sam. Get a drink here. I got something in my throat. All righty. Last torch goes down. There we go. Moving on. A new member of OneHive. You guys might know her. Gil. Coming up to us from North Remembers. So coming out with a bang, really nice attack here, dropping those quakes down in the core. Look how much of that base she opened up right there. Huge amount of the base, probably, I don't know, 75%, maybe 70%, something like that. All she got to do right here is get this opened up to where those golems, her queen, all those wizards, everything can just start marching their way in, which she does. Wall breakers are successful. A few hogs on the side here, which I really like because it's just a little pack of defenses there that are obviously going to be flanking her troops, and just allows those hogs to come in, take it all out, and just get those defenses out of the way, plus protect the kill squad. So that was awesome there. CC troops coming out, poison goes down. You see they're trying to get into that queen right there. The X-bow almost goes down, but queen comes over and finishes it off. I don't think that hog was quite going to make it, but the queen stepping up got the job done. So right here, the defending queen goes down. Nice early ability on the king there. Going to get all of that extra damage out of that king, so that's great. And then the hogs coming in again on the side where the troops are going to be flanked. So just protecting his kill squad all along the way, dropping down that first heal spell. The king still over half health, just did so much damage there. And then right here in just a moment, going to drop that last ability. You probably right here should already have those wizards up top. Look at all that high HP up there. Should have had all 4 of those wizards up there just doing work, clearing all that out. But you know how it is. You get distracted. You start trying to watch your hogs and take care of them. And you're like, oh, crap, forget. I need to put my wizards down. Which she does right here. Plenty of time. 42 seconds left in the attack. I'm not sure. Look at the start how long the attack was. But judging by this, she's probably, over 2.5 minutes. So cutting it a little close, not bad. Plenty of time to get it done with those extra hogs left over, all those wizards on the backside. So again, dropping all of them back there was the right move. They start whittling everything down, and then the kill squad and the hogs take care of this side. So very nice attack, Gil. Welcome to the clan, and keep it up. Okay, moving on to number 13, our boy Zimban, taking it out with a Golaloon with a couple of witches in there too. So I like that. I always find it interesting people decide to attack these bases like this with these offset queens and stuff. So interesting because there's always so many different ways to do it. Zim comes in from the side here, just a couple of golems going down. You see he does have the one quake and a few zaps, so he is planning on taking out one of the air defenses with that. I'm assuming it's that top one. I don't remember. I've watched a lot of attacks today, but that's what I'm assuming. Just creates the funnel with minions and wizards and all that. The golems are doing all the tanking, sends a nice test wall breaker, then a few more once he sees that it's safe. Everything's opened up. He's got the jump spell. I like this. It's probably a little bit risky, judging on the where that queen's at, but because that air defense is sort of right at the maximum of her range, she's probably going to jump the wall. But again, that far away, it's sort of a toss-up. If a troop got in the wrong spot, she might not jump it. Yep, zap quake on the top AD. Right here, once the king gets in and some of those troops get onto that air defense, right there, she's going to start coming out. Just jumps the wall, uses the ability. Now, here's what I liked about this one. Getting his kill squad into this little core compartment here. Look at all that. 4 Teslas right there, Tesla farm. The queen's sitting back. As soon as she clears that CC and a few more buildings, she's going to start targeting them, and she's got her ability. But look how quickly 4 Teslas and a couple point defense are just mowing through those golems. The king, they are pretty much all down. Just one golemite left by the time the queen gets over there. But the good news is, again, she has her ability. So right here, he can pop it. This is one of those times that I think it'd been better to not wait on it right there. I'd have popped it early because she was targeting those Teslas and just get them out of the way. Sometimes that's better, even if not getting the benefit of the heal, to get key defenses down quicker to protect your balloons, to protect your hogs, maybe whatever's coming in there might be the best method. But right there, plenty of loons. They get that last defense taken care of, and that is going to be that. Drops 1 loon for a cleanup. Queen does go down. But the damage is done. Only a few structures remaining, and those balloons got a pretty good spread, so they get the cleanup and get the job done. Good job, Zimbam. All right, another new member here, moving down one spot. Shakedown Street. Welcome to the clan and welcome to the show. Coming in from the left side here, another golem loon attack, just a couple of golems, just a good base for it. Look at those 2 air defenses, the queen, that sweeper, all in a nice neat package right there by the CC. So knows if he just gets into this core, he can get both of those air defenses taken care of, get that queen and that CC dead, and from there it's pretty much game over as long as he stays awake and keeps his balloons in just a somewhat decent deployment fashion, because those lava hounds are going to be out tanking for the last 2 air defenses, and if you've got 3 hounds for 2 air defenses, you're in pretty good shape. So right there, the king locks on, takes her down. There is a lava hound in the CC, which is going to distract that queen for a bit. Goes ahead and drops the poison down. As soon as it busts, she's going to start taking out those pups pretty quickly. A few of them getting the poison. They're targeting the king, so that's good. And then right here, the queen is able to turn around, face that second air defense, take it out. So mission accomplished. Both air defenses, the queen, the lava hound, all of it taken care of. And now he can just send in his balloons, dropping those spells in good spots right there. That's really nice. Just taking this a section at a time, letting those first 2 lava hounds tank there. Right there, the first air defense goes down. Now as that one moves across the base, deploys his last hound in a way that's going to soak up some more traps, draw fire from those Teslas, from those point defense. And I love these balloons cutting across the base. When you have balloons cutting across the center of the base, you have done it correctly. And that's exactly what Shakedown has. That haste right there, good spot to move in between those defenses very quickly to that air defense, to that archer tower, and then even to that wizard tower. Just really, really nice placement there. And that is, you can see by the number of balloons he's got left, going to be that. 2 balloons still in the bag he can drop. Looks like he's going to save them for cleanup here. Just a beautiful attack and almost overkill on this base. Yep, a couple of balloons there on the right side for some high HP buildings. And that is that. Beautiful job, Shakedown. Keep it up, buddy. All right. Let's look at a familiar name now. Hell taking on number 18 and doing what Hell does, which is a massive queen walk. I love what he does here. This is such a different take on it. The way he does it is drop it down, all 4 of those healers right there, a giant and a few wizards. And I like those few balloons there. I mean, kind of, not like it's a free trade, but he wanted to get in there, get that wizard tower taken care of so he could definitely make this funnel and push his queen the way he wanted to. So sometimes you got to make the investment. It might be a lot, but if you got to do it, you got to do it. Get that queen going the way you want. And then right here, look at this. Giant with a few wall breakers. Love it. Once they actually, the wall breakers are too fast, but now the giant's taking all that fire right there, those wall breakers. This is going to let the queen walk into that base get in there, take out the defending queen. Obviously, that little location, that open spot there, whether it be Teslas or giant bombs, doesn't matter. You're going to get huge value for this queen right here. So the queen's going in. She's going to stop off on this storage, which is going to take a little while, but from there is going to be going in and getting defenses and the enemy queen, etc. So that's awesome. Jump spell down on the right side wants to get into some more of these compartments with potential double giant bomb spots. Lava Hound in the CC, so having the queen away from that CC is brilliant, perfect. Right there, everything's cleared out of the way. The king's going in. So as soon as he starts his ability up here in just a moment, he will be taking out a lot of defenses and again getting into those possible giant bomb spots. Nice early on the king there. Love it. Just like you want to do it. Skeleton traps come out. Look at that queen over there. Gets the defending queen taken down. Takes out that Tesla. Takes out this X-bow. And obviously there is probably a double bomb set right up there by the town hall. And she is even going to take out that archer tower, which is basically eliminating that set. So just a beautiful job. Beautiful attack. Right there. She's locked onto the town hall now. That one giant bomb goes off because they had to skirt around to get to that cannon, but not enough to take them out there. And then as the town hall goes down, that is going to be pretty much that. A few more hogs on the backside on these last few defenses. Still has one in the bag, so just, overkill on this base, basically. The Lava Hound over there beating on troops, just sort of distracting him, keeping him off his hogs and stuff, which is wise. Really good job, Hell. All right, one more for you guys, and we'll wrap this one up. 30, our boy Cheatham taking on number 30, and that is Bennett. And he's coming at it with, I like this because I wanted to show, I've had so many people that comment on the channel occasionally saying, hey, I guess they changed or they nerfed the healer trick on the Lava Hound. Nothing's changed on that, guys. Absolutely nothing. Drop those two archers. Look how close those two archers are. And when you see how he dropped the healer right there, and even before the archers take damage, they're already healing. The healer is already healing the archers. That's when you know it's right. What I recommend is just like what Cheatham did here, bring an extra archer. If you drop them down and you drop that healer and she doesn't immediately start healing, even before the Lava Hound gets there, drop another one. Something's wrong. It can happen. Sometimes if they're not standing right on top of it, the healer looks at those as two individual troops, and she won't heal one troop space instead of a group of troops, which she will heal. So just bring an extra. Play it safe. Drop them down. If the healer doesn't start healing immediately, drop that extra one down. You should be fine. Creates the funnel, wall breakers, open everything up. King and queen going in. Nice and early on the king. Doesn't have to be late because there's no CC troops to worry about. So just getting him in there and let him start doing work. Has the jump spell to let him get to that queen, obviously. Puts it down. A little overly aggressive, I think, on the jump spell there. Really no reason to go that far because he can't get to that next compartment anyways. But good jump spell. Puts it down, goes to the queen, takes her out, and then here comes the hogs, just protecting the flank of this kill squad. That golem is busted into golemites, goes ahead and uses the queen's ability. She was being targeted. Is going to get onto that defending king, and taking the king out with that kill squad is always a nice bonus because he can take out 4 or 5 hogs in the process of an attack. So that can be the difference in a 3-star and a 2-star. So right here, the hogs moving around, keeping those heal spells down for him, just absolutely running through this base at this point. Right there, did make a little bit of bacon, but of course, hogs didn't quite get into that heal spell, but only a few defenses left and a whole slew of hogs to take care of them. Wizards on the offside, you see that Lava Hound over there still being just tanked by those 2 wizards. It's a beautiful technique, and yes, it does still work. That's pretty much that. Just clean up, got a nice spread on the troops there. Healer does peel off to get on those hogs, but too little too late, and that is 3-star for our boy Cheatham. Good job, man. All right, that is it. Good war to everybody at OneHive. Good try to Marklor II. Hope you guys enjoyed it. All the coverage from the wars from both my event and from OneHive this weekend. Lots more to come this week, obviously. Until then, Jake from OneHive doing my best to help you guys suck less.